ladies and gentlemen, people of the world, now that I've gotten canceled in the pre-stream ramble of the podcast video extravaganza, great news, guys. Fantastic news. There's drama. Woo, yeah. So y'all know Amazing Digital Circus. Absolute masterclass, in my opinion, of writing, and one of the newest, best goated animation indie series on the planet. It's something that I love to see succeed. Episode 1 has 200 million views. Episode 2 just dropped and already has 50 million. I'm not even gonna lie, it is a massive success. And like anything that's successful, it's getting hate on Twitter. It's getting hate everywhere. And currently, the major target of the hate is the character Jax from the Amazing Digital Circus. He's a bit of an asshole, bit of a douchebag, bit of a cringer, bit of a mother flupper, as they say. This dude has been doing a lot of shit because he's not a nice guy. He is in fact an asshole, and Twitter decided to take this as an opportunity to cancel Gooseworks and Glitch, because anything in the world that is popular gets hate. Look at me! All right, maybe I deserve it sometimes, but look at me! This is, in my opinion, it's a travesty of the modern internet. It's just something that you have to acknowledge exists. I think that people are hating Jax for a multitude of reasons, but my man, my boy, A. Lamau, just dropped this video. So I'm very excited for Twitter decides to cancel Digital Circus for promoting harassing women because Jax is an asshole. Let's see what we got. Warning you in advance, I have become a lot less nice to these people since my latest time covering like Hell of a Boss Digital Circus drama. I have devolved. Most people become better people. Okay, that was a lie. Although most people try to become better people through time. I have decided that when it comes to these assholes on Twitter, they gotta get what they deserve, and that is nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let's tear them a new one, shall we? Bro, dude. They just forced me to watch the stupid Sung Jin Woo video of people were harassing him to make sure he said the word arise right. Bro, you gotta tell them as it is. Say, if you keep threatening me to say arise correctly, I'm gonna change the word for erection and see how they like that. You know what I'm saying? Dog, tear him a new one. Cook him.
Since the release of the Digital Circus's pilot back in October last year, one of the most loved characters was Jax.
Yeah, because the thing is, when Digital Circus started, it was new and people liked it. Now that Digital Circus has already been popular for a couple of months, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the hate mob to show up. Now, they are not rational people, and they don't deserve a modicum of respect at all. If the world would look exactly like how they wanted it to, well, ladies and gentlemen, it would be a very sad world. All right, back to Beerus. Let's see what he's up to.
Purple Rabbit, voiced by Michael Kovac, was immediately a fan favorite.
Bro, poor Michael Kovac. I'm just realizing this dude gets into drama of everything he touches, and he just seems like a nice guy.
With the only other character rivaling him in popularity being the show's protagonist, Omni. However, since the release of episode 2, the reception of
what a fucking good episode.
Jax has flipped almost overnight. Jax quickly became the most hated and divisive character.
Losers! Losers! Jax is great. Y'all could hate. Y'all could freaking cry. Y'all could suck a fat schlong if that's what you want to do. Jax is a great character. But Nux, he was mean! Well, guess what? A lot of mean characters are great characters, okay? He is living in a fucking psychological tormented hellscape. Okay? His defense mechanism is being the goofy asshole. And honestly, it's a pretty logical defense mechanism to have.
Within the show, this fan backlash has escalated to hate towards anyone who likes the character. And
I like the character, guys. Take it out of context. Hate me, cancel me. Crucify me if you must. I love how my boy here, A. Lamau, he covers the drama like very, objectively. And here I am just poking the fucking beehive.
Accusations of retconning towards the showrunner. In this video, I'm going to examine how this all happened, talk about how Gooseworks responded to this hate, and then move on to talk about audience reactions and me.
Oh, dude, this is gonna be so fun.
The illiteracy.
I'm gonna get canceled for this. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah! Jax is not a nice guy. And you know what? That doesn't mean he's a bad character. Bro, do you remember the good old days when you could like a character that was not a nice guy and not get canceled for it on Twitter?
So, dating back to even prior to the release of the show, Goose had always stated that Jax was to be an aggressive, rude character. In one tweet from July 2023, Gooseworks states how she's excited to see the Jax fandom get split in half when they see how much of an actual prick he is in this.
Bro, that's valid! It's almost like he's a real human character.
Series. She also says how she made the character specifically to appeal to herself. With the benefit of hindsight, this tweet eerily predicted what would happen a year later.
Oh, fuck yeah, no. She called it. See, the thing is, anything popular is gonna get hate in one way or another. Like, that's inevitable. But she pre-watched the drama. She pre-watched.
That same month, we got a teaser showcasing Jax, and he trips up and laughs at Ragatha, again highlighting that he's not a nice character. Fast forward to the release of
he's not a nice guy. He's a jerk. He's an asshole. And everyone's like, oh man, you like Jax? Well, that means you must probably hate women. All right, yeah, sure.
pilot when he finally got to see Jax speaking and interacting with the cast. He was clearly a jerk, just like Goose said, with him being a prick to the rest of the cast and showing little compassion at all. Fans quickly fell in love with him, however, labelling him as a Tumblr sexy man. If you don't know, Tumblr sexy men are popular.
True. The popular asshole character like Reagan from Mob Psycho or Sans from Undertale or my man, the goat from Adventure Time, Marcelin's dad.
Characters that exhibit several traits, such as a dark backstory, an evil personality, and a wide grin. The shipping and fan art exploded, with Jax and Pomni being the two most popular characters.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 2 came out last week, and almost overnight, the perception towards Jax flipped.
Perception didn't flip. I think you're wrong. I feel like a lot of people think that the perception flipped just because you got these hate threads on Twitter with tens of thousands of likes, and everyone's like, oh shit! Hate thread on Twitter, perception flip. Perception didn't flip. Amazing Digital Circus got popular, and it's no longer something novel. It's been in the public zeitgeist for like the last year since the first episode. And at this point, people are already familiar with it, and it's not like a new shiny toy. So right now, since it's popular, you're gonna have people clout gobbling and cock-sucking any little scrap of clout that they could get out of hating something.
I hate you, bees! I hate you, bees!
I don't think that the perception actually flipped. I think it's the exact same perception. It's like people knew he was an asshole, people still know he's an asshole. It's just now people feel like enough time has passed. I can now start harassing people for something that doesn't really affect anyone in real life.
At the episode, Jax's personality was on full display, with him manipulating Gangle, pushing and making fun of Ragatha and Pomni,
He's a jerk! Wow, jerk is a jerk! That's crazy!
to even leading the Fudge Monster back to the Candy Kingdom, presumably
Dude, they're NPCs! It's like killing an NPC in Dark Souls!
leading to an entire city of NPCs dying.
They're NPCs!
Oh man, I can't believe Jax would commit a genocide.
You mean a genocide against Dark Souls characters? Are you crazy?
It's pretty clear that Jax is a monster who only cares about himself.
I disagree. Y'all are pathetic. If you don't understand a deeper side to this character, then you are missing out on literally the entire story. Mind-blowingly entire story. Oh my god, you pathetic losers. Listen, unironically despise him, sorry y'all, that's fine. You're allowed to hate a character. Again, that's totally fine. But when it gets to the edge of starting to actually harass people, to harass the voice actors, to harass the showrunners, to harass the creators and animators because this character is someone you don't like, that's unforgivable, that's unacceptable, and that's that makes you a much worse character than this guy is for harassing NPCs. Well, let me show you how this falls apart a little bit though. Dude, it has over 50 million views, episode 2. That's crazy.
You know, he might be back in a future adventure. I know Kane sometimes likes to reuse NPC's funeral.
Look at this, right? His funeral.
We like to have a little funeral service to remember the people who
Did you see that?
abstract.
Did you see it for a second?
We like to have a little funeral service to remember the people who abstract.
Did you see it? Did you see his facial expressions? One more time.
Service to remember the
Bro, you see it, right? It's not just me. Like, they're talking about a funeral service for the people that abstract. Abstracting in Digital Circus are the characters that lose their mind because they're trapped in this fucking hellscape. All right, look at this.
to remember the
That one frame, that one moment, because of course he's hurting about the characters that are lost. But he needs to put up that angry facade. Instantly needs to put on the angry face because he doesn't care about anybody. And he doesn't show up to the funeral. But you know what? He's hurting just as much as everyone else. And this is his coping mechanism. I'm not saying it's an excuse to be a jerk to the people around you. But I am saying that it's a very, very, very good explanation for it. So anyway, back to what he was saying.
Entire city of NPCs dying. It's pretty clear that Jax is a monster who only cares about himself. Fans were not happy at all, with tweets and posts in the tens of thousands saying how they dislike
Tens of thousands of tweets.
the character now, and he was ruined. People started to accuse Gooseworks of retconning him, which led to Goose making a tweet where she stated that the whole thing is planned out in detail, and she
Wait, what idiots? No one starts an animated series with this level of budget No one starts with a series with this level of budget and doesn't actually have an idea where they're going with the characters. No one plays it by ear, episode by episode, after putting, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars into a single episode of this. Yeah, it's true. Digital Circus episode 1 ended up getting over 300 million views, which is insane. Insane. But guys, dude, come on, guys. You're playing GTA. You're obviously going to be bad to the NPCs. That's literally the game. Who are you, Elon Musk? Talking about how, I don't like GTA because in GTA you're actually mean to the NPCs. Since when do we not teach them, young children, to uphold the law instead? Remember when he went on that whole rant and the whole world made fun of him? That's what Jax just did. Jax letting the sludge monster into the Candy Kingdom was the equivalent of being mean to NPCs in Grand Theft Auto.
We finished the scripts for episode 134 prior to the release of the pilot, therefore debunking any retcon allegations.
But one thing that I have to say about this drama that's actually kind of funny, it's like, by the fact that Gooseworks is getting into drama over this literally goes to show that all the hate that Vtube was getting was just purely because Vtube is an indie creator that succeeded. That was mega successful and became super famous to the level of a television show purely herself, and this purely comes from spite and jealousy, not at all because of any valid concerns.
Personally for me, I don't understand what the fans were thinking. It's one of those situations where the fanon differs from the canon. In the pilot, Jax was clearly an asshole who holds little regard for others. However, in the fandom, he was perceived as a Tumblr sexy man who loves his pals and should be shipped with everyone.
Dude! That's... First of all, I would argue that deep down, and you could say pre-watched for future episodes in the season, but deep down, this guy does love his friends. This guy really does care. I have a feeling that he cares more than almost anyone else in that circus void, and because he cares so much, he has to put on this facade and hide his feelings and be goofy and laugh out loud and all that shit. That's what I'm calling it. That's gonna be this man's character arc. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that that's where this is going. Also, he's a sexy man. What can I say? But to say that they retconned the character, but to make him an asshole, bro, how many freaking Digital Circus porn fanfics have you been reading to think that this guy was a nice, wholesome character from the pilot?
As a result, fans had this built-up perception in their head, basically a head...
Oh, so they're delusional. Cool.
Canon. Once episode 2 dropped and we got to see more of Jax, fans were shocked that their head canon didn't become true, and as a result...
It's the same people. It's the freaking... Do you know what happened to the Tokyo Ghoul manga artist? He ended up making the characters that were being shipped not end up being together, all right? He ended up marrying off 2 characters that were not the primary shipping fan canon. He got death threats. He had to move. He was doxxed, the creator of Tokyo Ghoul. The amount of hate this man got because he didn't actually follow the headcanon of a lot of the community got him in so much insane trouble. Like, his life was in danger because of that. It's like, all you people with your headcanons, enjoy what's given to you and shut the hell up.
Result got irrationally angry, leading to mass outrage and accusations. A similar situation happened twice in 2 other shows I cover extensively on this channel, being Hell of a Boss and Has-Been Hotel.
Oh, Gubby Goo!
The first time was with a character called Stella. In previous episodes,
Yeah.
Stella was clearly set up as a morally dubious character who hated her husband and showed little regard for her daughter. In later episodes, we got to see Stella's evil character on full display.
Yeah, because she ended up hiring a hitman to kill her husband. Not cool.
Fans had a complete meltdown over this, accusing the showrunner Vtube of retconning the character and
Dude, you guys have to stop with this retconning business. Accusing them of ruining your show. Bro, it's their show. They can do whatever they want. If they wanted to make an episode, nuclear war happens, every single character dies, and we start with a whole new cast, they have the right to do it because it's their fucking show. They owe you nothing. You are entitled to nothing. Just because you enjoyed this thing and you have some sort of headcanon in your mind, you are owed jack shit. Sit down, enjoy the ride, or frankly leave.
Accusing her of hating women. This just made no sense because...
What? Huh?
Runner Vtube of retconning the character and accusing her of hating women.
Vtube hates women? Really? That's the accusation? She must hate women because she made Stella a bitch? See, this is what I'm saying. You're fucking crazy.
This just made no sense because Stella was always an evil character. However, like with Jax, fans had built this nonsense interpretation in their head. When things didn't go their way, they went nuts. Another situation happened with Alistair as well. Alistair, like Jax, is another Tumblr sexy man.
Yeah, big smile, evil personality.
He fits the bill as a chaotic evil character he can't really trust and clearly enjoys the suffering of others. This was made clear throughout the pilot, comics, and many
Dude, he's not a good guy! Literally not a good guy!
live streams. Once Has-Been Hotel officially came out, during one episode he found out that Alistair enslaved another character called Husk by basically...
Dude, I remember this actually, you're right. I do remember this. Twitter went crazy that he was actually a demon doing the whole demon slavery bullshit.
Scamming him, and he treats Husk horribly, almost like a pet. Once again, fans were shocked that their wholesome Tumblr sexy man wasn't who they thought he was, and got...
Are you crazy? This man was always evil. He was one of the most evil people in hell. He was a serial killer before he went to hell. Like, what planet are you on? This guy was a serial killer, ends up in hell, becomes an overlord, murdering other overlords, right? To get power, and it's like, but he was mean to Puppy Man? Oh, the horror!
Got irrationally angry, accusing...
His best friend is canonically a cannibal. Like, what are you talking about?
Vivzy and the team of ruining the character and going after anyone who likes them. One thing that has happened in all three of these instances is that each time, once the perception flips, fans aim their hatred towards the team and fans of these characters.
Which is unacceptable. There should never be hatred sent to these guys unless they're actively, like, ruining shit. Like, you have nothing to say. You have nothing to say.
One day the character is loved, the next they're hated.
No, they're not hated though. You have to recognize this. Most people are, at the end of the day, somewhat rational. You are seeing the extreme dimwit dumb fucks on Twitter that get likes and farm clout points off hating on things and harassing people. You have to recognize that the vast majority of people, right? Dude, you saw Twitters with tens of thousands of likes saying this, all right? 10,000 likes. 10,000 likes, that's a lot of likes. I'm not knocking ya. But Digital Circus episode 2 has over 50 million views. Like, that is incomparable to the tweet with 10,000 likes hating somebody. Ironically, 10,000 likes hating somebody is a fraction of a percent of this. You realize that?
Anyone who still supports that character is labeled as supporting abuse or whatever nonsense.
Oh yeah, dude, that's my favorite thing. It's like, oh, you like Jax? Well, you must support abuse. Bro, I like Madara, okay? Madara from Naruto. That man killed 10,000 people in the span of 3 seconds. Well, what about that, huh? Whoa. These people are all insane, like literally all crazy. Oh, you're supporting an abusive character? Well, does that mean you support abuse? Yeah, obviously that's what I mean. Yeah, I support Azula because I love schizophrenic people. Because I support schizophrenia. Oh yeah, Griffith is one of my favorite characters. You know why? Because I support the Antichrist. I'm just your average Antichrist fan. Like, what planet are you on? You're all insane. And the worse the take, the louder it gets. Because you'll have other people that don't have the balls to say that shit themselves. And they'll be like, oh my god, he fought. Somebody actually said it. And then they'll all support that guy for being so brave. So brave.
You're not allowed to like an evil character because according to these fans, if you like them at all, you support every action they do. With Jax, I've already seen people call fans of the character abusive or evil.
Oh, you like Jax? Well, you're abusive. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Holy shit. Oh, you like Stella? Well, you must hate women. Like, dude, what is wrong with you?
People are unable to separate fact from fiction. It's especially weird because these terminally online people can't handle evil characters at all. However, evil characters have been some of the most popular icons in all of television and media.
Yeah, evil characters are awesome because they're evil characters, not because I believe or support or respect their motives or any of that. Y'all are fucking losers. This is just like the brain death of media that we're watching in real time.
In the past, I don't recall people calling fans of Darth Vader or Sauron mass murderers and psychopaths. It's
because Twitter didn't exist! Because you wouldn't get that actual hate, bro.
That there's some sort of cognitive dissonance going on. These fans can't handle civil discourse and live in an echo chamber, so they adopt these wacky ideas that clearly aren't normal. It's a real shame because all of these characters and shows are awesome. It's just...
I honestly think that's not why it's a shame. It's not a shame because, it's not a shame purely because, it's a weird because the show is good. It's a shame because society has developed a point that anything that gets popular is gonna get hated because of the direct benefit there is to the person delivering the hate. Hate threads online are always going to be more popular than positive threads. When you see like the big drama videos blow up on the internet, is it because someone did something awesome? No, it's not. Never, ever. It's all hate. It's a system fueled by hate. The news outlines figured it out. That's why every news headline is clickbait shit.
That these fans get too invested in their own little dream worlds, so they become deluded and think they run the show when they're just along for the ride. So yeah, that's everything I wanted to say about Jax. He's personally my favorite character in the series, and I'm excited to see more. If you agree with...
I feel like, I don't know. I think Jax, Pomni, and Kane are all goats. Like, they're all goated characters, and that trio is by far the most interesting characters in Digital Circus so far for me.
With anything I said or have any thoughts of your own, I'd love you to leave them in the
Gummy Goo, my goat, Gummy Goo.
comment section down below. Thanks for watching.
That was a good video. I'm glad you summarized that so nicely and aptly. But anyway, yeah, definitely a situation that exists, and I'm glad we were able to talk about it here, just so that in video format, I feel like someone could actually give more of a dissenting voice to the public outcry on Twitter. Like, what can you even say in 72 characters or whatever on a tweet? It'll just get drowned out, because if you say something wholesome, it'll disappear. Dude, if you would make a tweet saying that Amazing Digital Circus was great, you're gonna get 100 likes on your tweet. But if you say, if you support Digital Circus, then you are supporting sexual violence. Then you're gonna get 20,000 likes, because goddamn, that's definitely more captivating. And it's the world we live in. We live in a world of headlines and clickbait. I'm off Twitter personally because it takes up too much of my time and mental fortitude to deal with that shit. And I prefer real life a lot more lately. But that said, if you think that because a character they like, that says something about who they are themselves, you are actually brain dead. You are brain dead and have no idea of how the world works. Also, you are actively asking for a censored, lobotomized, boring world of content. And you know what? Congratulations, you succeeded. Look at Disney and Marvel today. Anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in to my incredibly hot takes on this situation. Check out A Lamau for more random coverage of indie show drama, and stay weird, fam. If you made it to the end, click one of these 2 videos, which also will definitely get me canceled. See you live on Kink. Stay weird, fam.